How you doing, Daisy?
Well, which one are you? Are you Luke or Bo?
I'm Bo and Luke. Bo and Luke, and you're Daisy.
You're both.
I'm Bo and Luke with my flaming arrow, bow and arrow, dynamite bow and arrow, and you're Daisy.
And I'm Daisy. Okay.
Or you could be Bo or Duke or Luke, or you could be Uncle Jesse.
I mean, I was kind of hoping that you were Bo and I was Luke, and we were just some good old boys.
Just some good old boys.
Never meaning no harm.
That's right, folks.
Today's Dukes of Hazzard Day.
Dukes of Hazzard Day. Now, why is it Dukes of Hazzard Day?
It's John Schneider's birthday.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
Happy birthday, Johnny.
Was he Bo or Luke? Was he blonde or brunette?
Blonde.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that.
I like to look through the birthdays because it gives us like interesting ideas for episodes. I'm like, oh my God, the Dukes of Hazzard? Of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Who doesn't want to listen to that?
I think I know a lot about the Dukes of Hazzard, but we're going to find out how much.
I think most like young boys that were your age then probably feel like they know a lot.
You know what kills me is I had the actual metal Dukes of Hazzard trash can and the lunchbox, but I got rid of it. It's worth like $50 billion now.
Probably. Great.
We're going to find out how much that trash can's worth right after this.
I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film,
I know the topics beforehand.
and I don't.
We check the internet for the facts,
And ruin it with opinions.
from pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and swatch clocks. All right.
All right. Actually, I decided, can I be Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane?
I mean, he was the bad guy.
I think he was the funny guy.
That's true.
He's always getting outwitted.
What was the Boss Hog?
Boss Hog. You know what? I got something funny for you.
Okay.
About Boss Hog.
All right.
Boss Hog wasn't actually fat.
They put a pillow in his.
He had to wear a fat suit. He was so his name was Sorrel Brooke. That was his real name. And he wore an oversized fat suit in all but the first 5 episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Wow. Can you imagine? Okay, what that made me think of was, where did they film it? Right? So,
Oh, yeah, because I bet wearing that fat suit had to get hot.
Yeah. The first 5 episodes were filmed in Covington and Conyers, Georgia, and surrounding areas, including some location work in nearby Atlanta.
Oh, I bet it was warm wearing that fat suit then.
Yeah, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they filmed,
Burbank.
Golden Oak Ranch.
Yep.
Well, they did the stage stuff in Burbank.
Right. Where's Golden Oak Ranch?
Golden Oak
Tell
Ranch
me.
is in Santa Clarita, and to this day, when you film at Golden Oak Ranch, it's Disney Ranch. If you go deep enough in the woods,
Yeah. Deep in the woods.
there's still an old General Lee sitting out
Shut up!
there. Yeah, I've seen it. Yep.
Is it anywhere close to that bridge that we went to that night? Remember that bridge?
It is
the Lost Boys Bridge?
I do. And if for those of you at home, me and Misty and I went to the Lost Boys Bridge, which they filmed which is in Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita.
That was a pickup shop because the bridge in
Santa Cruz
was too dangerous or something silly.
Yeah, it was. Well, because they filmed it on the boardwalk, and the bridge was on the boardwalk, and they needed no traffic on the boardwalk, and they couldn't shut it down.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Whatever.
There's a live train that goes under the one, and
what?
not in Santa Clarita. In
Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to Google how many. I feel like we've said this on the show before, or I Googled it on another show. How many General Lees? And I'm guessing.
I think we talked about it in the car episode that we did.
200, I think, if I remember.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So I need a refresher.
Yep.
While you're doing that, I want to talk about the theme song.
Okay.
Because you and I have been singing the theme song since I said, hey, let's do this.
I've been singing it my whole life.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Did you know that it was actually sung by Luke Duke himself, Tom Wopat?
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He had been releasing country music records and touring since I believe the late 70s, whatever. And he sang that song, and it became a country music hit and was #1 on the Billboard chart for a time.
I have an early memory of thinking that Uncle Jesse was a singer type folk dude, like Who am I thinking of with the braids?
Willie Nelson.
Well, yeah, I thought he was like a Willie Nelson kind of guy.
I could see that. I could see the correlation of the two in your head. Sure.
There were 325 General Lees.
What?
Although the estimated number of General Lees used varies from different sources. According to a former cast member, Ben Jones, Cooter. I remember Cooter. As well as builders involved with the show, 325 General Lees were used to film the series. Others claim about 255, and they'd be damn liars.
Did you know that the slide across the hood wasn't intentional?
I could see that. I could see like just an actor.
So again, like same
around.
thing. Tom Wopat was supposed to be doing something, and he slid on accident and slid across the hood of the car while they were filming the pilot. And all of a sudden, they were like, "Well, that's a thing now."
Yeah. See,
that looked cool as shit.
A lot of times, magic like that happens in like the rehearsal where the actors are just kind of giving it 50%. So that I could see him messing around in like a rehearsal and going, I'm going to slide across the hood. That was funny.
Right.
And then they're like, no, we got to keep that.
And now you're going to do that every single episode.
I wonder why they decided to glue the doors shut.
I bet that there's an answer to that somewhere.
I'll Google it while you give me another fact.
Okay. Well, let's see. Location. We talked about that. Burbank.
I got it.
Okay. Well, you beat me to it.
In fact, you can read along with me if you're watching at home, folks. If you're just listening, you can check out the soothing sounds of my sweet-ass voice. The short answer, racing regulations. Since them Duke boys were moonshiners, always getting into scraps and such, they ran afoul of the law on a pretty regular basis. According to the Wikipedia entry, it is explained in the series that the doors of race cars are welded shut because it's a race. Because it's a race? You can see it right there on the screen, folks. Because it's a race. That is not accurate. It's supposed to say race car. Now, I'm so glad we have the pictures up on the screen now, because if I had said race on my own, I'd be getting race canceled right now.
I don't think it's the same thing.
It's not a race. It's a race.
No. Not the same thing.
Let's see. I got more facts. The fan letters. We should talk about the fan letters.
Oh, please do, because I thought that was super cool.
The Dukes of Hazzard General Lee got 35,000 fan mails. I'm losing my mind.
It's okay.
A month. Oh, I'm going to read this.
The Dukes of Hazzard can be overwhelming. Like, I understand if you're overstimulated right now.
I'm super. How about this? Mm-hmm. You can pick either from these two headlines.
Okay.
Dennis Quaid wanted to be on the Dukes of Hazzard, Luke Duke on one condition, or John Schneider pretended to be a redneck for his Dukes of Hazzard audition.
I want to hear about John Schneider.
All right, John Schneider. Here you go. Read along, folks. New York native Schneider was only 18 years old when he went in to read for the role of Bo Duke. The problem, producers wanted someone 24 to 30 years old. Schneider lied about his age and passed himself off as a Southern archetype. Archie Bunker. Strutting in, wearing a cowboy hat, drinking a beer, and spitting tobacco. He also told them he could do stunt driving. It was good enough performance to land him the show. And if that tells us anything, folks, lying will get you everywhere in Hollywood.
It's true. Well, can we talk for a minute about something that I'm sure you as a young boy really grew to appreciate in watching the Dukes of Hazzard?
If you're talking about Daisy Duke, yes, of course we can.
So, I think this is super awesome. Catherine Bach, who was Daisy Duke, is the one that came up with her denim cutoff shorts. Do you want to know why?
I do want to know why.
Because the producers wanted her to wear a miniskirt.
Oh.
And she said, you're going to be expecting me to do all these things on set, you know, running around, hopping in the car, et cetera, and you think I can do that in a miniskirt? No.
No, sir.
So I'm going to wear denim shorts. And she's the one that came up with her Daisy Dukes.
Let's not also forget that Jessica Simpson also played Daisy Duke in the most recent.
And she
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Jessica Simpson put out a very interesting tell-all biography a few months ago and talks at length about filming during that time and how it was the height of her eating disorder. so that she could look good in those Daisy Dukes.
Okay.
It's rough.
Yeah.
So let's just go back to original Daisy, Catherine Bach.
Catherine Bach.
Catherine Bach.
All right.
So here's what's funny is that the network execs wanted her to wear this miniskirt. And she said, no, I'm going to wear shorts so that I can do these stunts and do whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Well, people got mad at the shorts because the shorts, they felt, were shorter than what the miniskirt would have been. And they felt that the shorts were too short.
Whoa.
And too revealing for impressionable television audiences. So they made her wear flesh-colored pantyhose underneath them so
That's
that the
fair.
audience wouldn't blush.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Here's something funny. The Dukes of Hazzard, it's not funny, haha funny, but just interesting. The Dukes of Hazzard stars had some pretty bizarre contract demands.
Okay, this is going to be fun.
And I think we should divert back to how much money this show was making in a minute, but check this out. Read along with me, folks. Wopat and Snyder famously walked off the series in 1982 after demanding a cut of the show's massive merchandising revenue, which was, by one estimate, more than $190 million in 1981 alone. They were replaced with Byron Cherry and Christopher Mayer, cousins of the Duke boys, who were reviled by fans for being scabs. I think those guys were actually on the show, too. They had cousins.
They were, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The two leads eventually came back, but it wasn't the only time Warner Brothers had to deal with irate actors. James Best, who portrayed crooked Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, refused to film 5 episodes because he had no private dressing room in which to change his clothes. The production just hosed him down, and then he got dirty.
When he got dirty. That's terrible.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read that right. Ben Jones, who played Cooter, the mechanic, briefly left because he wanted his character to sport a beard, and the producers preferred him to be clean-shaven.
That whole thing is very weird to me. The fact that Roscoe Pico Train was...
Pico Train?
Pico Train. That's what I called him when I was little. Roscoe Pico Train.
Pico Train!
Because I couldn't say Coltrane. He was a pivotal character. He was a main character on the show. How would they not give him somewhere to change his clothes?
I mean, that's a SAG
That's
rule now.
terrible.
You can't. You just can't even have people on set if you don't have a private room for
And
them.
I'm sorry, hosed him down? Fuck you.
Well, he was in a fat suit.
No, that's Boss Hog.
Did I get that wrong again?
Pico Train is the sheriff. Boss Hog is the guy in the white suits with the cigar all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But so that's horrible. But at the same time, like the other one before that, a cut of the merchandising, I mean, that doesn't really belong to you.
Well, they are using your likeness.
You've probably already signed that away in your contract long before that.
Well, you know what? Then let's go all. Let's
go in.
Let's
go
in
all
deep.
The way back,
all the way back.
Do it.
Because that's beer facts. That's, hold please. Let me put the camera on you while I Google.
Okay. What are you Googling exactly?
I had one earlier that was like the show started in this. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. This is the. I'll just put it up on the screen. Y'all can read along. The basic story of the show can be traced back to Jerry alive. Nope, that is not what I wanted to read. That is.
Oh yeah, that
money.
was about the guy
that
they based it on, right?
Yeah, I got it started when it started. Oh, because it was on after the Hulk.
Oh man, what a lineup!
I mean, not in the
I
same
don't remember
time.
that
In a calendar linear, not in a nightly. Linear.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Hulk aired and then Dukes of Hazzard was aired after that.
They only bought 9 episodes to start off. I keep going on the wrong thing.
Really?
Here. Yeah, I gotta find it. But like it was supposed to just fill the mid-season gap between when the Hulk was coming back.
Oh,
and
so they didn't expect it to actually do anything.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone that I knew watched the Dukes of Hazzard.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Every household.
The only thing that beat the Dukes of Hazzard for me was the A-Team.
Yeah. I think you're...
Different time eras, though. Okay.
Yeah, I think that I preferred the Dukes of Hazzard.
When did the Dukes of Hazzard come out? Man, this thing's reading my mind today. You want to guess?
1981.
Bam! January 26, 1979.
I was wrong.
Let's find out how long it lasted.
How long were they good old boys?
When did the Dukes of
Tell
Hazzard
me.
end? Bam! 7 years later.
Wow.
6, sorry, because of math. 1985. 1985.
Wow.
So then when did the A-Team come out?
I definitely did not watch it for all 7 years. I don't remember that.
Oh, you're watching me type. Oh, don't do that.
1983 is when the A-Team came out.
Oh, okay. So there's some crossover.
A little bit of crossover.
Yeah.
Not much.
I
but
can't let
a
the
little
folks
bit.
see me type anymore because I definitely spelled a couple things wrong.
It's okay. You know what? Nobody corrects their spelling when they're Googling.
Yep.
You're going to get the same results.
We're doing it live, folks.
We are.
I mean,
It's true.
We're recording it all at once. We're Googling
know
it.
what?
We learn when you learn.
It's because we're just some good old boys. Never meaning no harm.
Yeah. I was going to
Well-
look up how much money it made, but we're at 15 minutes. You guys can Google it yourselves. We don't work.
Damn!
We don't work for you.
Wow.
Well,
That's
okay.
very Boss Hog of you.
That's right. Let's go. Since yesterday was beer day and today is moonshine. Essentially, it's moonshine day.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Running moonshine.
Let's go run some moonshine to the beer store.
You mean let's run to the beer store and get some moonshine?
Probably.
All right. I'm in.
Well, since it's Friday. Is it Friday? It's
No,
Thursday.
it's Thursday.
We got one more to go, folks. Been a long week. We're still recovering from our Vegas adventure last week, where we won enough money to pay for advertising for this show. So thank you to all of our early adopters, our OG fans, but there's going to be a lot more of y'all now that we can afford to advertise this show.
Out of control.
I'm out. And I'm taking Misty with me.
Bye.